Hello Indie Game fan, it is almost 2023 but new games and trailers are always being shown off, so let's begin with Starship Troopers Extermination. A not so indie title of course due to the IP, but I have fond memories of watching the original movie and the animated series, so to see a co-op first-person shooter title is interesting for sure. Most interestingly, this comes to us from the critically and commercially successful Squad, so the potential is there for this to be awesome, so let's see how they make a Left 4 Dead or Vermintide-like game with this IP.
Jak sytuacja?
Nic mi nie jest. Jest pełno mazi. Nie ma prądu. Nie byłem...
A recently announced title that immediately got the attention of many is Holstin, a survival horror title with a retro look, set in the 90s in an isolated Polish town where something mysterious is haunting the town.
O mój Boże, światła nie działają. I co masz zamiar z tym zrobić? Masz jakiś pomysł?
Due to the success of games like Signalis, I believe there's plenty of room for games like this, where it's interesting to note how the game industry moves in waves, with certain genres being popular, leading to a whole bunch of titles releasing, and then the subsequent oversaturation of the genre, leading to less games being made until the next hit comes along, restarting the cycle all over again.
Idź zabić panią od białej sukienki!
This video is brought to you by Wavetale, a narrative-focused action-adventure game that was recently released on Steam and consoles and is totally worth a look. You play as a young girl uncovering the secrets of a sunken city with the ability to walk, glide and run on water, with the intuitive locomotion being one of the main draws. There are puzzles to solve as well as platforming challenges, not to mention a dash of combat for good measure, but it's not a stressful combat-focused title but rather is a lot more chill. It is beautiful visually with the whole sunken city setting and does have an emotional story to tell, but the central mystery does keep you engaged, being a hidden gem not to be missed.
You have a kind heart, Siggy.
Deep breaths, my darling.
You are just like your mother in that respect.
Waves are crashing.
She's at peace now,
We are still far
don't you think?
from shore.
If you love colony and farming sims, I might have a title of high potential that would be of interest, where VISM comes to us from a solo developer, who I think is Japanese from the name, where you're building your own village and attempting to create utopia. While it seems like you start off in an almost Stardew Valley-like situation, you do eventually get the ability to construct buildings in your village which attracts NPCs, which you can then command to gather resources or to construct additional buildings. There's also a whole defense angle where enemies will attack your settlement and you need to build up your defenses and even go on the offense to take out dangerous boss monsters with a simple but effective pixel art look.
They are horror made manifest. The indifferent Mord cut them down one by one, as if they were harvesting crops.
This country is finished. The Mort have seen to that.
I've heard what people say about you. A band of scoundrels turned mercenaries, led by Rowan of the Wicked Fangs, also known as the Faithless Reapers.
We're murderers, Corin. Our hands were stained long before Troden, and long before we joined the Ashen Hawks. We made our choices a long time ago. There's no redemption for people like us.
Each time I bring down a strong foe or protect someone from danger, I feel a sense of accomplishment. And yet, the moment that happens, I feel so guilty. After what I've done, I don't have the right to be happy.
The Mort are coming. We'll be drowning in the beasts any minute now. But they don't appear to have a leader. Their numbers are extraordinary.
Come then, Hawks. To war.
We did also get the announcement of Redemption Reapers, a great-looking tactical RPG, where most interestingly, this comes to us from the developer of Ender Lily's Quietus of the Night. Which is an excellent Metroidvania title, so to see them turn their attention to this genre is neat, especially with the recent success of titles like Lost Eidolons. It seems to be set in a brutal, dark fantasy world where the tactical action looks great, so hopefully the story and writing will match its potential.
Hey, holding the line during a drawn-out retreat is kind of a Hawk specialty, no?
You could easily get away, so why don't you?
We have unfinished business to take care of.
Your time has come.
Now's our chance.
Don't get reckless.
Oh, come on!
Give me all you've got, Mort.
As one!
This won't be easy.
It will take more than this to drive me back.
So why would a notorious band of cutthroats risk their lives for others when it would be a simple matter to flee?
Is everyone ready?
Not a problem. Being at a disadvantage is nothing new.
Come on. Let's do this.
I also want to give a special mention to After Us, a name which I don't really like since it is awfully generic, where this is a 3D adventure platformer that looks fantastic, set in a post-human world. We are able to give life on Earth a second chance. Like the previous title, the pedigree of this developer is important since they previously made Arise, a simple story, a similar game in mechanics, but with a vastly different look, where that title was neat and this should be as well. A cute-looking tycoon game is Blooming Business Casino, one that is set in a world of cute and cuddly anthropomorphic animals, where you're running your own cozy little casino. Now I know that sounds like an oxymoron, since casinos and them facilitating gambling problems is certainly not cozy, but it has a neat look and should be a decent tycoon game. The developer of this minimalist roguelite defense game did reach out, and having taken one look at it, I really like the look of this, which makes Citadelic of interest, one where you have to defend your citadel by building defenses outwards to fend off enemies on all sides. As such, it's not exactly a tower defense game in the traditional sense, and may have been, ironically, inspired by Vampire Survivors instead, where I have seen a number of these in development already, with enemies swarming you on all sides, but it's a growing sub-genre which might be one to watch. Haha! I have 2 more titles which got updated release dates and windows that will certainly be of interest to the indie game fan, where this pixel art tactical RPG has already outperformed in Steam Early Access, which makes the 1.0 release of The Last Spell of interest. This has you taking on massive undead hordes while you protect the mages who are preparing to cast the last spell in order to banish all magic from the world in hopes that it will save us all. We have to defend the last bastion of humanity against these monsters. Unsurprisingly, I love the art and animations here, but the developers also confirmed console launches on PlayStation and Switch alongside the 1.0 release, so early 2023 is already looking very promising. I'm also so very happy to share the news that one of the best, gorgeous, in development Metroidvanias has gotten a firm release date, where along with that news is that they have signed with publisher Modus Games. We last took a look at this game when previewing Metroidvanias of 2023, where After Image captured my attention due to the art and combat being absolutely beautiful, where you can watch this video for more upcoming games in the genre.